Good morning, network. Good morning, network. Matthew Stroll, aka FractionalMateo, here with your sunrise near the beach talking head video. Got Costa Mesa up behind me, Newport Beach Peninsula there, Pacific Ocean just behind it, and the sun is coming up right over there in 3 minutes. Now with the color correction on the phone and stuff like that, it looks a lot lighter than it actually is out. We have our marine layer, which will burn off earlier and earlier as we enter into our summer mode. We're still in spring mode, so the highs are in the high 60s with the occasional low 70s day. And we're here with your talking head message, which is about assumptions. And I don't know if you saw the documentary Under Siege 2 Dark Territory by Steven Seagal was the protagonist, and the antagonist was Eric Bogosian, who had the line, "Assumption is the mother of all F-ups." Only he didn't say F, he used the actual word, and YouTube and LinkedIn don't like it when you swear. If you're wondering what my hat is, that is Death Wish Coffee Company brand hat. I won that for getting honorable mention for doing silly, how much I love their coffee videos when they had a contest back in 2020. And it's one of my favorite hats because I haven't put goop in my hair yet. So here we are. Assumption is the mother of all F-ups. And you know, I've heard granddaddy, I've heard a bunch of different versions, okay? And I'm going to talk about a very practical experience that happened yesterday, happened to me, where I assumed and then somebody else assumed, and it was a great teaching moment for both of us. So, haven't had a car in about 9 years, and I needed a car because I moved to Southern California. And I've been working remote full-time for like 13 years now. Haven't needed a car. I go on site with a customer, or again, I work remote. So when you move to Southern California, you absolutely have to have a car. So I found a way to get a car and make a little side cash, and that's to drive for Lyft. So I've been driving for Lyft, and it gives me mobility, and because it's an electric, I get unlimited personal miles. It's perfect for switching to consulting mode, becoming a full-time academic, or getting paid to be academic, let's just say that. So when I launched a consultancy website here as soon as I possibly can, just try to get onto a project and drive a desk for somebody for now, because I'm moving into that phase of my life. So becoming more academic before I go back to school for my PhD, and that's happening. Gotta have a car. So I'm taking this fellow home. What gadget's in the car? He's freaking out because I'm not there. I'm taking this fellow home, and he's a sales professional, sales executive for an AI company. And I have some assumptions about the current state of AI. I've been working in and working with AI companies since late 96. I've been in the game a minute. And both as a coder, former coder, as a former infrastructure guy, and most recently a solutions architect and product owner, I'm pretty heavily invested in AI. But I'm going to be honest with you. Almost everything you guys are hearing about AI is about large language models. And I say AI, you say ChatGPT. I say rideshare, you say Uber. Half to 1/3 the cost. And they do deep background checks, unlike Uber. Just saying. So, assumption. So because of my assumptions, I become a bit tone deaf to when people are talking about AI. And then this dude hits me about the practical applications they're doing in AI. Now listen, I worked for, at the time, 20-year-old startup mode AI company, and we were doing hardcore cognitive decision-making based engineering. Way before you started hearing about LLMs. We were the unsexy part of AI. And before that, I was doing cloud transformations. And before that, I was doing business intelligence and machine learning, like algorithmic stuff, like way before it was sexy and on the news. So I get this education from this fellow about all these big leaps and all these practical applications, and especially in healthcare. Oh, in data slicing. Oh my God, gave me a total nerd boner. And then I was like, you know what, Mateo, you assumed and you missed out. So because of my assumptions, I've been tuning out. Last ride of the night last night. Pick up this executive, technical executive, in healthcare. And I'm driving him home. It's not far at all. Like, this is a 9-minute ride. And then I have the opportunity to start talking about blockchain. And similarly, I say blockchain, and he thinks stoner crypto monkeys pumping up crypto schemes. And I started explaining to him all the practical applications that I've designed for blockchain, and their immediate, like I gave a 3 bullet point use case scenario, because I had literal handful of seconds across maybe 7 minutes total with this person in my car, C-suite level decision maker. And I just crushed it. Similarly to how the sales executive crushed it for AI for me earlier that day. And it got me to thinking about where the term assumption is the mother of all fuck ups. And what does that mean? Well, it means from the point of first assumption, you're now making decisions and spawning off little children based on that flawed decision, on that flawed assumption of the mother, the brood mother, like Aliens, the xenomorph from Alien series, right? Just pumping out eggs of stupidity because the decision making was based on assumption and not very well informed assumption. That's where the mother of all F-ups, because now you've got all these daughter and son children F-ups running around as a part of your strategy, or worse, process, based on your assumptions. So where this comes to us in the talking head video at dawn is challenge your own biases. Be open to asking for the data, or find ways how you can engage as leaders, your team, by saying, is this anecdotal? Is this an assumption? Is this your perception? Where's the data on this? What evidence do you have to make Y assertion? You said X, which means Z. Tell me the Y. How did you get from X to Z? Show me your homework. And in turn, we as leaders have to kill our egos a little bit, right? Murder the ego so that we can be open to hear where our assumptions can be challenged with data. Because we're imperfect, you're imperfect. We work for organizations that are imperfect. How dare we assume? How dare we assume without data? Guess what? You're awesome. I'm awesome. And together we're going to get more awesome. Until next time, this is Mateo signing off. You stay awesome.